That disconnection was my fault. Welcome in, everyone. My name is Vesper Fortune, Bad of Fortune, Witch of Fate. If you have not been here before, I welcome you. And if you're new here, well, that's what I just said, wasn't it? And if you're not new here, welcome back. That's what I meant to say, I promise. I hope everyone is fine. Twitch is being weird to me again. When isn't it, though? But I have to go and make sure that everything is fine. I have to go inform people. I have to go inform people that I am live. I hope everyone's doing fine. I sure am. Oh no, technically I'm still sleep deprived, but it just comes with the weekend. It comes with the weekend. Clicky, clacky, slicky, slacky, snickety, snackety. So, like, we're gonna go give it some love. And we're gonna do a nice little watch-along. Not to mention, I've been meaning to watch this too. So, we're just gonna end up, being, just gonna be a chill night. I don't know how many times I can say that and have it still not sound weird. It's gonna be a chill night. 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 Are you creeped out yet? Crazy? I was crazy once. Crazy. They put me in a white room. Got it. You know, I was crazy once. I don't remember the whole meme. I'm not experienced with all the memes. Okay, but we're... Dang it, iPhone. I muted myself again, as I'm a dummy. Not sure how long I was muted. Oh yeah, it's probably because I typed in Midwest Angelica. I probably muted myself on and off there while I was typing it. Oh no. I need to move my mute button to a button I don't really use. What would that button be? I'll think about it. But, I had a nice day today. I was able to take a nap for once in the past few days. Like, there's a difference between sleeping and napping. You've heard me go over this a billion times, so I won't go over it again. But, it was nice. It was nice to rest. I do feel kind of bad, though, because I just told the niece that I'm like, I don't want to cook for you anymore. And here's the thing, they're totally of independent age. They are 12 and 11, 12 and 13. They're getting up there. They're getting up there. And they're totally able of independence. And there's just like, you know that feeling when you have to do something over and over again, even if it's like the most minute of things, but you do it over and over again in a small time frame. I have made mac and cheese 4 times over the past 4 weeks. I know that doesn't seem like much, but it feels like a lot when you're doing it around the same time every Saturday and Sunday with the same people, the same person who's coming to ask. I kind of just feel bad now that I'm like, alright, y'all have to be independent because I'm done. I'm tired. It's not my fault. It's not their fault. It's more or less just, previous habits and them not really having like. I blame their mother. That's who I blame. Their mom is the reason why they don't have expanded palates. Well, their mom and their dad, but I don't really want to shit on their dad because their dad's a waste anyway. It's like, hold on. I thought it was a ghost. It was a ghost. It's always a ghost. But like, yeah, I just feel bad because I was like, listen, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be responsible for your hunger anymore. Y'all should be eating by yourself. Y'all should know how to cook macaroni and cheese from a box. I'm not going to like shit on 12-year-olds who don't know how to cook macaroni from a box. It's more my fault that I don't want them to cook, It's more my fault I don't want them to cook. So, like, yeah, I'm just gonna get over that. I'm just gonna get over that because like, I just want them to be responsible for themselves. And like, I'm old as heck and still don't know how to make boxed macaroni. Aw, Zazel, no. Zazel, no. Please tell me you know how to make Kool-Aid. Zazel, please. And welcome in, Zazel. How are you today? Also, hello. You're in for a treat tonight. We will be watching Midwest Angelica, the analog horror series. And after that, I'm not sure what we're going to do because this series is shorter than I thought it was. But welcome in. You just follow the directions on the box, Bazazel. You know how to read, right, Bazazel? I mean, if you don't, I can teach you. But no. I should let them just be responsible. I don't know why. I think I don't want them to grow up a little myself. I don't want them to grow up a little. I just eyeball it nowadays. Yeah. Yeah, Bollock's macaroni is like all other macaroni. You just have powder in place of the cheese. I would prefer making non-box macaroni myself, just so I can control more stuff. But have you seen macaroni prices lately? We don't have any loose macaroni. Like, we don't have any bag macaroni. We don't have any just macaroni. Oh, maybe we do, I just haven't found it. We probably do, because like we make macaroni salad, I just can't seem to find the macaroni. But yeah, I think I just don't want them to grow up a little. I have actual affection towards them, if you can believe it. Plus they're getting old, which means I'm getting old. I would like my tea now, please. Oh, that's good, that's good. Tonight's tea is the red velvet cupcake tea. I don't cook as often, usually on dishwashing duty though. Yeah, same. No, that's mostly because, I'm still living with my parents, even though I'm 29. Wait. Which 29-year-old isn't living with their parents, may I ask? And if they're not living with their parents, how are they surviving? How goes it? Talking about the torture that is a millennial life. Millennial life with nieces that I love, somehow. But welcome in, whatever. But usually I am on dishwashing duty. I don't cook as much, mostly because my nieces are picky on how things are cooked. So I just don't. I just don't cook, mostly out of everyone else's sanity. And mostly because, like, if I'm cooking for myself, I'm fine. But usually when I cook for other people, I'm a little bit in a panic. Like, if I'm cooking for everyone, there is usually at least one thing that suffers. Like, if I'm using a pre-made meal, it's fine. But, like, if it's most things from scratch, yeah, one thing's gonna just be a little crispier than everything else. Or one thing is going to be, like, nearly forgotten and then finished at the last minute. I love cooking myself, though. I would like more chances to cook, but I would like to mostly like cook for myself. I'll throw random things on a pan and hope for the best. Yeah, I enjoy winging it though. Some of my favorite foods are just from winging it. Also, I'm sorry if ads are weird tonight. Just tell me if any of y'all get ads and I'll stop whatever we're watching. I'll stop whatever we're watching because I did not get any ads yesterday, except for whenever people entered, which is something that's happened to me recently, like all throughout I want to say August and September. I had no ads for anything, which is weird. Now, and I wasn't even watching channels I was subscribed to. I was like watching channels where I wasn't subscribed. So like that's weird. And like I said, my evil ads have not shown anything tonight, so. But yeah, my favorite food, I tend to enjoy cooking for myself. I would like to make more for myself. I'm also just like the only person in the whole house that usually eats leftovers. Sometimes Brobat eats leftovers, but sometimes he won't. So usually, if there's leftovers, it's up to me to eat them. And let me tell you, it is hard to lose weight when you are the garbage disposal of the family. gonna try and lose weight because I got some nice, really fucking dresses I want to wear in the future. And I've gained weight since I bought them, and I haven't even worn them once, so I would like to wear them. At least once before, you know. Keep on dancing till the world ends. Same things, I'm never picky, I eat everyone's leftovers. I'm a little picky. I don't like the texture of beans. I do not like beans in regular form. Like, I'll eat bean paste, and I like red bean mochi and Japanese red bean stuff. But you cannot get me to eat, like, cooked pinto beans or green beans or anything. I would love to eat more seafood myself, but I never got 100% over my seafood intolerance, cause back in my teens I had a shifty stomach. So I had intolerances to certain things. For a few years it was spaghetti. Like, not like pasta. I think it was noodles in general, but it was usually spaghetti. And then I had an intolerance to all seafood. I had an intolerance to all seafood, which eventually turned into mostly an intolerance towards shrimp. And I had an intolerance towards eggs, which I hated. You still can't really get me to eat a lot of eggs. I'm in the mood for eggs sometimes. And, like, I'll make egg stuff, but, like, if I'm going for breakfast food, it will usually be cereal or pancakes. Like, I make egg tacos for breakfast now sometimes, and I'll still eat egg sandwiches. And you'll catch me eating sunny-side up eggs, but that's like a once-a-week thing. Maybe twice. That sounds wonderful. Oh, one of my favorite things I used to do is that I would make a sunny-side-up egg sandwich and use 2 pieces of toast and just squish the bread down to, like, pop the egg and, like, have it run all over the sandwich. Hell to eat, messy to eat, because the egg yolk would make the crumbs stick to you, but absolutely delicious. But I prefer mostly scrambled egg tacos now. It's been a while since I used sunny-side up egg, mostly because of the effort, because you have to get it out of the pan, and I always bend the bottom because I just want to eat breakfast quickly. So the top will be fine, but then I'll have a crunchy bottom to the sunny-side up egg, which I don't like, but I deal with because I just want to eat breakfast. I'm very much I eat as soon as I get up type of person. If I'm not eating after I get up, it's just, I'm just going to be hungry, and I'm going to be even more mean. Which you think is not more possible, but I promise you, I get hangry. But yeah, tonight we are watching Midwest Angelica, which is a spacey analog horror series. Apparently there's going to be more acts, more seasons, because they only have Act 1. So it's going to be pretty short, but I'm not going to end stream right after Midwest Angelica, so, we might watch something else. We might just have an analog horror night. And since we're watching something, I'm going to move myself towards the bottom of the screen and turn off the chat, unfortunately. But I'm going to be commenting on it as we watch it, and I'll like pause and stuff to be like, hey, did you see that? But like, it's gonna be a nice, fun horror night. And like, and like, I haven't watched this either. I have not, I've only watched 2 parts of Midwest Angelica. And so, I don't know everything that happens. I've only watched the first 2 things, one of which is the longest one. But, yeah. I'm going to be in as nearly as many surprises as you guys. Okay, gotta move me. Gotta move me down here. Because I still want to be visible. I just want to be in the least amount of ways possible. And, you know what, we'll move the... Come on, logo. Giddy up. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, up. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, up. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, up. Make it look like a TV show. I'm your host, Vesper Fortune. And I'm here today with the wonderful DVD collection of Midwest Angelica. It'd be funny if there was just like an enormous like analog horror that's based purely on infomercials. I want to do that now. Oh god, I don't need another project. I have too many projects as it is. I have too many projects as it is. Oh, but first off, for people who are not in the know, analog horror is kind of, is basically, oh god, how do I explain this? Well, first off, it's an evolution of found footage films, kind of. It's basically old TV programs, like... What if horror but VCR? Yeah, exactly, you might remember, like, those school programs, or those educational programs, with, like, the white background, and then they zoomed in through, like, a museum-esque thing, or, those old television shows from, like, the 70s into the 90s that look like they were made in Windows Slideshow. Yeah, imagine those, but fucked up. Or like news programs, like old news programs where like they were used to be like a little more personalized and customized to the town. Imagine those, but fucked up. That's kind of like analog horror. And it has to be from like a non-modern time period. It has to be from at least the O's. Well, 90s. I think the latest you can be in analog horror is 90s, maybe early 00s. Like before TV became more streamlined to where it is now. Like, you don't see programs like that on TV now, do you? But like, anything before the tens is usually a safe bet for analog horror. Anything where there's like actual effects on the film or on the picture because of like how it was created is a part of analog horror. It's a part of analog horror is definitely the feel of it and the atmosphere. So, without further ado, hold up. Actually, let me ado something. Okay, there we go. Without further ado, and, oh, did I lock myself? I'm not locked. Why? Oh, that might be why. And I go down, and I go down, and I go down. There we go. I look so silly, but I love it. Oh, you know what? Hold up. Bat form initiate. I think I might be less in the way up here. Maybe. Smollen. I cast mini on myself. I need like an actual bat form. But I have embraced bat form. And now, let's start. Oh, hold on. I can turn this up a little bit since I won't be talking much. But, is everyone ready? Do you have your snacks? Do you have your drinks? Do you have your tea and cookies? Because without further ado, we're going to start the show.
In the year 1999, a corpse descends from the cosmos, right into your backyard. The ultimate in science fiction. An alien thriller. A threat unlike any other. This is the Midwest Angelica. Critics are calling it a one-of-a-kind, a sublime experience into the realm of the unknown. A twister of biblical proportions. Don't hesitate. This is your chance. Call within the next 15 minutes to receive a free poster along with your copy of Midwest Angelica. Only $16.99 plus shipping and handling. Call now.
Oh Lord, memories. Like the corners of my heart. Misty watercolored memories. Gonna party like it's 1999. I'm moving myself over here because I forgot we have 4x3 TVs. That's another thing too, is that you usually go with 4x3 for analog horror. Yes, infomercials. Because this type of thing, they definitely have like a feel. But like, yes, they were immediately like VCR, movie, announcer, let's go. But I'm pretty sure this is about a meteor. And we just really just jump into it. We're really jumping into the horror with the next one because I already watched this one. So it's going to be like an immediate start. But yes, like they establish the feeling right away. They establish the feeling like immediately. Oh, I did not want to do that. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Just make it smaller. I can maybe bring back chat. However, it'd be like super small. So let's just not bring back chat. But yes, they established the feeling right away, which I love. They were like, we're gonna be epic, we're gonna be big. And not to mention, it's an infomercial, which, what is more, I'm just sorry, like, the infomercials of before are just so good. Like they don't make infomercials like they used to. Home entertainment, probably. Following presentation is property of Home and not to be distributed. June 1985.
Around April of this year, we picked up an anomalous biosignature around Jupiter's orbit. We thought it was some sort of instrumentation issue, but we wanted to take a look, just to make sure. Thanks to the tenacity of our team, we were able to get a good look at it within a month. What we found was, frankly, astonishing. Truly unexplainable. The object, which we've codenamed AZ001, appears to be 66.3 kilometers in diameter. We still need more data to prove if life is indeed thriving on this object. We've determined that AZ001 is in fact harboring life. This discovery could change the foundation of science as we know it. Well, harboring might not be the correct word to use here, no. We believe AZ001 itself is alive. Or at least was alive. We have reasons to believe that the entity, AZ001, might be a corpse drifting in space.
Hold on. Can everyone hear just fine? I should turn it up a little bit more. I know y'all can probably hear, but I just want to be careful. Hello, Lumi. You came just in time for the horror. Don't worry, it's not like jumpy horror. It's, we're doing analog horror, which is not jumpy. Okay, you can hear it? Okay. Yes, we all love Lumi here. Welcome in. Oh, what does your battery say? Oh, you're on turbo. But yes, you just came in just in time. We're only just starting. You only missed the first thing in the first few minutes. I'm doing well. I don't want to speak for anyone else, but I'm doing well. But, I'm just making sure that everyone can hear properly. And we are watching the analog horror series Midwest Angelica, which Nick covered on his Twitch a few days ago, and we're watching it ourselves.
AZ001's trajectory has been calculated. Based on our calculations, we believe that it will reach the vicinity of Earth's orbit by the year 1999. Due to the implications of AZ001's existence, NASA has made the decision to form a group, known as the Division of Heavenly Operation and Material Examination, or simply known as HOPE. This group will study AZ001's composition, trajectory, and will hopefully make contact with the object in 1999. It's also designated to hide the existence of AZ001 from the public. I have been chosen as one of the lead positions in HOPE.
Dr. Lucas Michael went missing in 1989. His current whereabouts are unknown. But yeah, I think this one's pretty good. I've seen like a couple videos covering this one and how it's so underrated.
My name is Dr. Ray O'Connor, and I am head of the psychological contamination research here at home. In the past few years, we have made incredible discoveries regarding AZ001. It's almost strange to say this, but the object seems to be emanating massive, detectable brainwaves. We have detected the presence of delta waves here at home, HQ, which are the same sort of waves generated during deep sleep in humans. We are currently in the process of attempting to decode these waves to gather more information regarding AZ001 and its potential effects.
Home psychological research became crucial in understanding the nature of AZ001. How does it remind you of Control, by the way? January 1999. On January 1st, 1999, at 9:32:45 p.m., A00 entered HEO. Oh, I don't like that. AZ001 passing in front of the moon. That's horrible. Good year, yeah, the year of horror. On January 13th, 1999, at 3:23, close-up photos were taken. Back when we didn't have responsibilities. Tentacles. On January 16th at 1:26:45 p.m., a large chunk of A001 was determined to have separated from the main body. The chunk has been labeled A001 Alpha. Chunk. Atmospheric radio propagations. Unusual radio propagation detected. Likely caused to be caused by sporadic E. Alpha chunk enters the atmosphere. That's my stripper name. Visual tracking of the anomalous object. It's the Midwest. Object touchdown confirmed at 3:52:17 a.m. Object determined to have landed at the coordinates. I'm not saying all that. Classified footage. Footage of home clearance property 1, level 1A. Recording begins at 5:25 a.m. Yes, Bazazel. Oh, hold up. Do you not have... It says auto-generated, which means it's worthless. Just another Saturday night. Oh, 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 oh. Just another Saturday night. But yes, to talk about what you said earlier, whatever, a lot of these things involve secret laboratories, or this seems like a standard day. I don't know what the big deal's about. I feel like this is so modern. Oh, it's aliens? Just another day. Just another day. But to talk about what you mentioned earlier, whatever, about control and how there's like a secret lab. That seems to be like a recurring trope, is that these things either land in small towns and like there ends up being a secret lab that either forms around them or there's a secret lab that goes to them. Or there isn't a secret lab, but the town just fucking dies. We may watch Gemini Home Entertainment, which is kind of the progenitor. Well, I wouldn't say the progenitor because I really believe analog horror had its foundations in found footage. So I would rather say the Blair Witch Project is more of the progenitor of all these. The grandparent progenitor, if you will. But I think Gemini Home Entertainment is the progenitor. The origin of the whole found footage genre. And basically this whole kind of deal. Like, we wouldn't even have the back rooms without found footage. I think the back rooms is considered found footage and not analog horror. I'm pretty sure the back rooms is found footage. But yeah, so we kind of already have the Midwest, and we have A001. That's the horror. And now we're actually into totally new territory for me because the next video and all the videos after that I totally don't know about. But we already have the horror. We already have the cause of all the horror. Now we just need to see what the horror does. So, let's move on. Blair Witch's ads help play into the found footage aspect of it. Not only that, but they actually treated the actors like they were actually missing. Though Blair Witch could not get made today because of laws that were put into effect, I think because of Blair Witch. Because, wow, those people were treated awfully in the name of the art. Because a lot of that was them actually suffering. We cannot have a Blair Witch today. People thought it was real because it was being treated like it was real. That was like all the actual pull of it. Because, like, the producers were treating, like, these people... They were treating the three main actors like they were actually missing. They were treating them like they were missing. I think they made a website where they had the entire story of the Blair Witch. And something tells me the Blair Witch was a little inspired by the Bell Witch, which I kind of want to do a story about myself. But, yeah. Found footage wasn't the known genre it is now. Yeah, I think there was like 1 or 2 films before Blair Witch. But Blair Witch was definitely the creator, the codifier of the entire genre. Okay, this is the next one. This one is called Attention. Rico's Pizza. That may or may not be a Night Vale reference.
Attention. If you or loved one are living in any of the counties shown on your screen, you are encouraged to consult your doctor or call the toll-free number below for a free evaluation today. Tests of an experimental pesticide containing ingredients linked to insomnia, somnambulism, strange or uncomfortable dreams, and general sleep problems have previously occurred in these areas, and your input is critical in evaluating the product's safety for consumer use. Again, if you or loved one are living in any of the counties shown on your screen, you are encouraged to consult your doctor or call 1-800-555-4663 for a free evaluation today. That's 1-800-555-4663. 1-800-555-4663.
Oh, the next video is called Starfield. How on topic. Starfield? In my analog horror? It's more likely than you think. Okay, that just gave us, some of the side effects that are happening because of Angelica herself. Queen is slaying already. She's giving some aneurysm, which I think is sleepwalking, and insomnia. And that is also followed by strange and uncomfortable dreams, and frequent dreaming, I think. And that is a nice way, because those commercials are real. Those commercials are still happening, where you get a cancer and then you get to sue people. But yeah, that definitely feels like, even if it's not like directly affected by the horror, if it is not directly affected by the horror, it's conveying the horror, you know? Okay, now we're playing Starfield. Starfield Ranch, January 16th, 1999. And Cherry Jones is woken to the sound of his dogs barking at approximately 4:31 a.m. Avery's son Colin Jones begins recording shortly thereafter. Colin makes his way to the ranch prairie.
Colin, grab Max. I'm going to get the rifle.
What happened to Rocky?
I don't know.
What happened to...
Several minutes of footage are too degraded to view. Only a select few frames are discernible. Oh, that's an angry-ass looking crab. Oh. Gunshots are audible. Well, I be shooting those things too. To be fair. Avery Jones is assimilated.
Mom?
Infection. Oh, Colin's a dead duck. Is this necessary? Family? Oh, no, wait, I just don't... That was fun, wasn't it? Let me go back. I actually want to go over some of the frames. How do they film these? I wonder that. What I think happens is they make it in, like, Blender or like a film program. Then they run it into a, Well, I think the best way to, like, make it is they make it in, like, Blender or some other program. And then they run it through a thing. They run it into, like, they record it on a, like, there's ways to, like, attach a VCR to your computer, likely. And that will, and then you can, like, record whatever you just made onto the VCR. And that's how they get all the artifacting and the effects. There are probably, less legitimate ways to do it, like filters and stuff. But if you probably want to do it in the good way, you probably want to run it through a VCR. And then, like, run it back, like, re-record it back onto the computer. I think that's how Nick said to do it. Like, there's probably ways to, like, put this onto a, like, give it effects of old cameras and old VCRs and old computers. Like, there's probably lots of legitimate ways to actually do it. I just don't suggest doing it the cheap and easy way, which would be just getting filters on it, because unless you do really, really, really good work with the filters, like, if you are, like, skilled, you could probably use filters, but a lot of people would just end up slapping a filter on. But that's not how you should do it. But I want to talk about some of these, Oh, it went to attention and not Starfield. Okay, I want to talk about some of these. First off, let's talk about this angry-looking crab thing. Oh no, wait, I think that's like a dog. Oh, that's the dog. That's the dog with a thing sprouting out of it. That's a dog with a... Since it's named Angelica, we'll call it an angel that's sprouting out of the dog. Not to mention it's... Ew. Yeah, that's a dog, because you can see it more thoroughly here. The, like, snout and the mouth and the ear. But yeah, you can see how it is affecting the dog here. And you can see a deer right here as well, who is probably about to suffer. And then we see this one, which I'm not sure is the dog. Like, I'm not sure if all these are the same thing. Because this looks like the creature has floppy ears. But presuming that there's only, like, minutes between the frames, it's probably the same creature. And then we have this, which I cannot take seriously because it reminds me of Dakariba from Persona, like the star-shaped demon. So I'm just imagining this eyeball starfish annoying this man. It doesn't help that Decarba is weak to physical attacks. So you can just punch Decarba and be done. But I do like this right here. That like sequence. Though I think they're going a little hard on the horror, but like I said, they started hard. Like, they started hard, so it's okay for them to continue going hard. Go hard or go home. I also like this part, but it's kind of campy, kind of silly. Because I'm just reminded of, like, horror villains being silly, like, Freddy. Like how silly and campy Freddy is. I can imagine him just peeking over a window and going, hey. And this is like the same vibe I'm getting from that. Like, so far we know that these are kind of like, I don't want to say crab-like, they're more plant-like than anything. But the way they unfurl kind of reminds me of like a scorpion. And this says infection, so I'm assuming Colin did not make it. Like Colin is probably dead anyway, but, being infected is not a good thing. Yeah, this kind of like reminds me of like a scorpion or like a crab. Just in the shape. Okay, I kind of hate vomit scenes, no matter where they are. Vomit is one of those things I consider wholly unnecessary, but it probably leads into the infection, and his body is probably forcing out whatever the virus wants to force out. So, like, his body is already rejecting him. His body is like rejecting all his good things, probably. Because he's probably turning. So let's take a better look at Angelica here. First off, okay, it's 5:42 a.m., so maybe the sun's okay. But, Angelica's kind of looking very plantish here. I'm assuming this is Angelica. I'm assuming it's Angelica. Do I have ads? No. But, we got Angelica here. Kind of looking like something from Evangelion. Because, like, I'm not sure if this is just a play of the light. And, like, this is not Angelica, but just another humanoid, because there is a humanoid shape. You can see it. We have the arm right here, the arm right here, and there's a little bit of leg right here. But the entire thing above the shoulders is very, plant-like. And then we have the mushrooms. So, I don't know where they're going, because we have the sleep and the weird dreams from the attention thing, all the sleep attributes. But now we have, like, these mushroom-esque things, and the fact that Angelica is kind of plant-like. So I think we're going with spores and fungus, which is very fitting. Because spores are very associated with sleep. I hope it's not a zombie type of thing, because zombies and mushrooms have been very overdone as of late. But I'm hoping that's very interesting. But these do look like mushrooms to me. Those are very mushroomy shapes. But we'll see, because we're about to watch Star Killer. Oh, hold up. I think I saw, like, I thought I saw something in the... Okay, now we're on Star Kill. Classified material. Material property of the Home Xenobiology Research Group. Clearance level 3 required for access from home. Samples of the contagion injected to Aldocilius virginianus and Canis latrans specimens continue to induce minimal to no mutations. Well, we know where this is going. However, recent experimentation with specimens of Allium cepa have uncovered how the contagion affects organism cells. Canis latrans are coyotes, by the way. Yeah, and I think Allium cepa is some sort of fungus. Or a plant. 100 milliseconds after infection. 200 milliseconds after infection. 300 milliseconds after infection. 400 milliseconds after infection. Previous results combined with recent findings indicate the contagion possesses some degrees of intelligence. I hate that. The contagion's intelligent and virulent nature poses a clear and present danger to the entire United States population. Nuke it, boys. Research personnel strongly recommend the contagion be destroyed on site and by any means necessary. Nuke it, boys. Codename designation. Star Kill. Okay, give me just a second, cause if those are coyotes, I'm going to assume the other one is also... Yeah. Onions. Allium cepa are onions. I knew they were a plant. I was like, wait, I should know what an allium is. Because I have it in my garden. It's out in the observatory garden. But, so we now know that this is fucking up shit. Mostly plants, by the sounds of it. It affects other things, but that kind of makes sense because we got the feeling it was a plant. Apparently, in small doses, Vesper's Druidic Space Garden, right? Out here in space. With my garden and my observatory and my gazing pools. I'm living a life. It's a fictional life, but it's a life. Okay, we're on to phantoms. Wow, we also got Persona 5 in this? Okay, I see you, Midwest Angelica, trying to get the... Oh, hold on. Incident report, case ID 012899AJE. Special clearance required. Unauthorized access, punishable under penalty of death. Chronology of events. Dr. Andrew 28th of January 1999, 11:24 a.m. Dr. Andrew Evans returns to Alpha Chunk for further analysis. Ooh, this is new. Official audio record.
We're reaching coordinate point 1, over. You okay?
I'm fine.
Bio levels are low. Let's do result containment protocol.
This is it, right here. I want this area marked, just for sample collection.
On it. Marking area, over.
That's all we're gonna need.
Sarah probably doesn't realize how fucked up he already got by wearing shoes there. Unless the shoes don't have treads. That's still, like, you don't know how much is literally in the dirt on your feet.
Request retrieval team.
Requesting retrieval team at Alpha Chunk Point A, over.
Alpha Trunk. Oh my. That's a hole, boy. Field photo of Dr. Evans. Sir, you're standing next to my husband. Please go away. Dr. Evans returns to psychological contamination lab at Home HQ. Home HQ. It's so beautiful, so orange. Dr. Evans places retrieved samples of A001 into storage. Dr. Evans obtains a container to refill the water cooler, believed to have taken longer than normal to obtain. Oh no. He doomed them all. Dr. Evans refills the water cooler and dispenses at least 2 cups of water. Dialogue between Dr. Evans and Dr. O'Connor.
Hey, I brought you some water. Thought you might have wanted a cup.
Thanks, Andrew. Were you able to get the results you wanted?
Fortunately, much of the alpha chunk was too necrotic to really get any good data in sample from it. Likely have to find some alpha chunk connected to the main body of AB001.
Sorry to hear that. I think I might be able to get you the new data you want once you figure it out. So I'll have to get back to you tomorrow on that.
That's alright. We can discuss more about it tomorrow after the meeting.
Oh no. Dr. Evans returns to his desk behind Dr. O'Connor. No further interactions occur. So we know Dr. Evans just killed everyone there, right? You in agreement on that? The man just gets water cooler after returning from dealing with what he said was necrotic stuff. A necrotic space alien monster. Which was provably dangerous. And he put away the samples, but then went and got some water. Now, to be fair, he was probably all hygienic and cleaned up. We don't know that. we can probably assume that. But we don't know if he was 100% safe to do all that. So I think he just killed everyone in that room. And probably in the building. Oh, and he does not wait to display unusual behavior. I'm not seeing anything unusual, that's just how I stretch. Dr. Evans departs to another part of the home HQ facility. Dr. Evans visits storage room 3B for unknown reasons. Wait, who are you? Home HQ is put under lockdown following gunshots in the building. Okay, yeah, that's a little weird. Target terminated. Dr. Evans' body is brought to the central morgue for post-mortem autopsy. Report conclusions. Dr. Evans' death is ruled as an assassination by a third party, though much remains unknown at this time. Dr. O'Connor has apparently disappeared following the incident, as he has been unable to be reached for comment. Additionally, a follow-up investigation found that one vial of AZ001 samples was missing after the incident. End of report. So, I wanted to look at this. What the hell's this? Is this the morgue? Who let Gaga design the morgue in Judas era? Who brought Judas era Gaga to design the morgue? Or did Erdorf design this post-faith? Come on. Who did it? Who made the cross the morgue? This could be also like a, just like something randomly entered. But it feels very weird to have a cross for a morgue. Or just that that just generally in there. Okay. I kind of already talked about this. Basically how Evans was just allowed into the building. I said it's likely he already was forced through like a decontamination shower and stuff. But honestly, I don't think that would have been enough. I would have isolated him for like a few days. Like, this is the kind of stuff you put people into isolation for like a few hours over. And like, again, this is the 1990s, and that stuff was happening. Like, isolation and washing and all that. Like all that stuff was determined before the 90s, you know? Like all those safety regulations. I don't know. I know of some safety regulations that came in during modern times. But I think, like, the idea of, like, washing yourself free of, like, samples and stuff came in before the 90s. But like I said, he probably just doomed everyone, because if we're dealing with plants and kind of like spores, which is, again, is the feeling I'm getting. Though, again, we're not 100% sure of what's happening here. If we're dealing with spores, which are airborne, everyone here is dead. Everyone here is dead. Kinda looks like Dr. Connor may have been infected because he was next to Evans and he was like breathing in the same air, so he took the samples. So like, it was probably Connor, than the rest of these dudes are probably like doomed. Okay, next up is Bulletin. Saturday, January 30th, so we're only 2 days after what just happened. The Long Pine Midwest Church invites you to their weekly service on Sunday, January 31st, from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. The service will also be televised on this channel for those unable to attend in person. That's on XA of what you want. That's on XA you want to see. What game is this? You're currently set to just chatting. Also, you look cute from peeking off in the corner there. We aren't playing anything. We are watching the series Midwest Angelica, so I don't think there's a Watchalong category. I don't think there's a Watchalong category. That's what the title meant. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. Watchalong. Watch parties? Change your category and your watch party first. Actually, no, it's quite alright, because, I'm reading all these things out loud anyway. And plus, I should know which categories I belong to. I think right now, just chatting is fine. I normally put myself into just chatting because, my voice is not smooth enough for the ASMR. That's not to mention I don't get the head tinglies. I don't get the ASMR tinglies, so I don't want to make ASMR content. Like, I would if I knew what made me happy, but I don't experience it, so I don't want to make it, if that makes sense. Oh, hold on. The Long Pine Midwest Church would also like to extend their gratitude to the following individuals volunteering for assist in this weekend service. But you just caught us at the end, though. We're going to go into, I think, Gemini Home Entertainment right after this, maybe? So feel free to stick around, because we'll be sticking around. Diane Briggs, John Carlisle, Lindsay Chatfield, Paula Hallowitz, Aaron Mathis, Ray O'Connor, David Rohde, Sarah Withrow, and plus how are you, Alfie? How are you, did you just finish the donathon? Not the donathon, the charity marathon? The 24-hour charity thing? Hold on. That was one of those things where we have to look out. That was one of those things where something happened. Oh, stretch, hydrate. Oh shit, I need water. I'm out of tea. Oh no, I have a little bit of tea left. Thank you, Bazazel. If you want to do both from now on, I actually have I have a singular redeem for that. It's called Tamagotchi. No, I may just rename it to Stretch and Hydrate because the Tamagotchi confuses people. Or I may just make a Tamagotchi where you can redeem both at the same time because I'm usually doing both anyway. Thank you though. I am very skrunkly right now. I'm very shrimpy. But let's slow it down. Hold up, ho. Y'all can't see it, but I'm trying to. Where is the slow down feature? Stretchy, stretchy. Where is playback speed? We need to play it slower. That can't be it, can it? You can't give me nothing. Okay, slide showcase, diamonds in the rough, meditation hour, the conversation, words of wisdom. Is that all? You can't do this to me. Okay, let's play at normal speed. I'm trying to look everywhere to see if there was something we missed. Hold up. I think John was the person who died at the farm. I'm not sure about any of these other people, but I'm like pretty sure it was John Carlyle who died at the farm. Hold up. We haven't been watching Oh, yeah. Maybe some of these are the names from the other people. Yeah, Dr. O'Connor. Okay, so we have Dr. O'Connor. And we have John Carlyle. Wait. Starkill. Who? Hold on, we have to... We haven't been reading the comments either. Red Oaks Veterinary Clinic. Okay, hold up. Okay, now we're getting into the real part.
In the year 1999.
We're getting into the real part where we actually look at shit.
A corpse descends from the cosmos right into your backyard. The ultimate in
now we get to
fiction,
rewatch everything.
An alien thriller. A threat unlike any other.
So, Alfie, you're in luck, because I'm going to be going over some of this stuff again.
Critics are calling it a one-of-a-kind, a sublime experience into the realm of the unknown. A twister of biblical proportions. Don't hesitate. This is your chance. Call within the next 15 minutes to receive a free poster, along with your copy of Midwest Angelica. Only $16.99 plus shipping and handling. Call now.
So the film So the tape was discovered at Oklahoma Cherokee site. It's believed that the footage, which depicts an advertisement on KMTV Channel 3, was recorded between sometime October 31st of 1991 and January 1st of 1992. The product depicted in the advertisement, a film titled Midwest Angelica, has yet to be recovered. So this is probably a film, a false film depicting the idea of Midwest Angelica, because Midwest Angelica was known before she fell. Okay. So, yeah, Ray O'Connor. Dr. Ray O'Connor.
I have the psychological contamination research here at home. In the past few years, we have made incredible discoveries regarding AZ001. It's almost strange to say this, but the object seems to be emanating massive, detectable brainwaves. We have detected the presence of delta waves here at home, HQ.
And let's see here. And we have the classified footage, which probably depicts someone else. I can't hear what they're saying, so I don't want to try to bother. Papa Rico's Pizza.
Attention. If you or loved one are living in any of the counties shown on your screen, you are encouraged to consult your doctor or call the toll-free number below for a free evaluation today. Test of an experimental...
Okay, yeah, this is just the, that's that. And... I don't think this one states any names either. So we got Connor, we got Carlisle. Starfield Ranch. Colin Avery Jones. So we got the Joneses. Have you kept up with the Joneses lately? I heard that they are doing marvelous things. Okay, so... yeah, the Joneses have been possessed by aliens, got their entire heads cut off. It's so fashionable. Also, this is a church, so it ties into the, cross we've seen in Phantoms. Okay. Let's see here, Jones. We don't see a Jones. Wait, I think there was... we have Connor, but I don't see an Evans. Well, we don't... well, we still have, like, a few more things. Wasn't there a Carlisle? Let's see here. Dr. Andrew Evans returns to the Alpha Chunk. Hold up, I hate this part. Oh, sound only.
This is it, right here. I want this area marked, just for sample collection.
On it. Marking area, over.
That's all we're gonna need. Request retrieval team.
Requesting retrieval team at Alpha Chunk Point A, over.
Okay, that didn't help me. But, like, we do have Ray O'Connor, who was in the home video. And let's go ahead and just look at the Starfield film again. And we're just going to go over the text. Let's see, our A.V. Jones. And then Colin Jones. I feel like we did hear Carlisle somewhere. I'm just not sure where. But we know that at least some of these people are important. But let's go ahead and head on to Azazel. Oh, we're in February now. Oh no. We're in fucking February. Following record contains accounts of the activities of Officer Sam Page and Officer Andrew Webster on Go back. On February 11th and February 12th. On February 12th, both officers were killed in the line of duty. Video evidence and testimony. Hold up. Let me check for ads. No ads. So this is Sam and Andrew. On February 8th, 1999 at 12:03 a.m., Missing Persons PSA airs on KMNE TV.
Don't try that again. Why doesn't he come? I got everything all figured out. Top to bottom, smooth as silk. Everything's falling apart. Can't trust nobody, nothing.
Well, there's John Carlisle. He couldn't keep up with the Joneses. Or, well, he is now. Okay, we can just presume. Rocking that mustache, though, right? Okay, so we can just presume that not everyone is going to be talked about at the same time. There's going to be more to this. Like I said, this is Act 1. Yep, this is everyone at the church. Everyone the church was thinking. The missing persons have yet to be located. On 9:35 p.m. on the 11th of February, 1999, the Long Pine Police Department dispatch center receives a 911 call from an unknown caller ID.
(911), please state your emergency.
I'm at 876 Pine Lane in Long Pine, right next to the church. Now, I can't really say for certain, but there's some kind of sacrifice going on.
Okay, we'll be right there. Could you elaborate, please?
Yeah, it's a human sacrifice. I hear screams. It seems to be like a pagan ritual or something of the sort.
Okay, just hold tight. We'll be right there. Please stay on the line.
Officer Sam Page and Officer Andrew Webster are soon called to the site. I gotta love myself some human sacrifice. I mean, it's certainly the season. Oh, the season then was February, but still, Valentine's sacrifice, very, very, very lovely. Azazel's also the scapegoat too. Yeah, it's always Azazel. Poor guy. He just wants to do makeup and have vor. But no, he has to be the scapegoat for the human sacrifice. Just let him do makeup. The following photographs and video have been recovered from the officer's vehicle and redacted. Bodies. Bodies. The following photographs were taken by Officer Andrew Webster. A gift? Hold up, that was poetry, it was me. A gift of the blood of an angel. A phantom in its appearance, but inside churned with flesh and blood of the stars. The blessed walked in silence, blissfully closer to his sacred realm, ascended beyond mortals. We have become apostles of Azazel. The work they put into the editing is really awesome. Yes, this is really good. And yeah, it's very underrated. And also very me, because we got some apostles, this is very, Omega Black. I hope Omega Black sees this. You know what, I'm going to link them. I don't link them much. I feel bad that I just kind of like their stuff and we blog it and do my job of traumatizing my followers with his art. Yes, it's very up my alley. Altar. An offering of the souls to the body of the fallen. Reconstruction of God's realm. Infinite in its cycle of life. Death but a moment of passing time. He is infinity incarnate. Why, hello there, tall, dark, and deadly. This is the last known appearance of Officer Sam Page. Oh, okay, that was just Officer Sam. Page's body has yet to be recovered. Investigation is ongoing. Officer Webster continues outside to search for the source of the disturbance. That's deadly. That's a thing. That's a whole thing. I actually really, I hate to keep pausing and stuff. But this is well made. This right here. the silhouette of the altar framed by the trees, because that is a nice way to cover up stuff, is to have this black and white camera, but then to also add in trees, and to put the altar behind it, behind the trees. That's just so good. The following photographs were taken of the object. Yep. There's angels here. Or at least human bodies. Bodies, bodies, bodies. Yeah. There's humans stuck to that. This is a human trap, a human glue trap apparently. Oh dear. Well, you need a little sex with horror. Oh. Hold on, I'm not sure if y'all saw that. Oh wait, let me go all the way back. Look at the mouth. Also, Webster begins to show distress as he suspects someone is following him.
Hello? The man in the footage has yet to be identified. Body of Officer Andrew Webster was found. Redacted. The cause of death remains unknown. Shortly after the incident, unmarked military personnel retrieved the body along with much of the footage recorded. A CIA operative named Robert Spencer has assumed command of the surrounding area, has threatened the Long Pine Police Department to remain quiet regarding these incidents. Shortly after the incident, unmarked military personnel retrieved the body along with much of the footage recorded. A CIA operative named Robert Spencer has assumed command of the surrounding area, has threatened the Long Pine Police Department to remain quiet regarding these incidents. Okay, that is the last of that video, but let's go ahead and read the comment. This tape is the second of 2 cassettes found in the remains of a house in Stewart, Nebraska. Most buildings along Pine Ruins were found to be destroyed, with a large crater near the side of the former church building. Oh. The circumstances surrounding the crater's formation are currently under investigation. Yeah, that part, the part with not Slender Man, gave me some Blair Witch vibes. The Midwest is apparently very crunchy, like a chip. Very crunchy Midwest. I've been wanting to see that for a bit. Very crunchy Midwest. But let's talk about this. The Tower to Azazel here. Can you not? Like, wow. There is usually building something out of human remains can go one or two ways. Usually it's very demented. Like this is like usually if you want to show a creature or something being very being very heretical, being an atrocity towards God, or just being an atrocity in general, you have them do weird things with human bodies, cause having humans being played with like Barbie dolls, or even worse, like not even treated like toys, but being treated like building materials, that is usually a very nice way to disturb someone. Or like, I don't want to call this art, because like the creature probably is, I don't want to say not sentient, not intelligent, not capable of producing art. But when it's done in such a malevolent way, can we call it art? Malevolent and not non-human. It's when you start to go into whether or not something is human or not, and if they can make art, we start to hit very weird things. But yeah, this is definitely the weird. And not to mention, these things are still living. They're not, we don't know if they're dead, but they can do this. They're moving their mouth. So we know this thing can definitely affect humans. It's been infecting humans. And presumably, I don't think it's Azazel itself. I think that's what this cult has named it. And this is more of a cult. This is definitely the cult. This is not a modern day cult where it's being led by a jackass who just wants people to worship him and give him all their stuff. No. This is a cult dedicated to an offshoot of a religion. Actually. And these people will hurt themselves and others. This is what the Satanic Panic was about. But actually having an actual satanic cult. But the cult doesn't know it's not satanic, it's just worshipping Cthulhu. Or Hathor. Or, not Hathor, actually no, it might be Hathor. But I do like this part. It definitely reminds me of Omega Black. And how I need more art from him. But yeah, we're seeing how this small town is being destroyed, or we're getting hints of it. We're seeing how Long Pine is being decimated by this creature, by Angelica herself. The queen is literally slaying. Okay, this tape was recovered from what is believed to have been the remains of a home convoy on US Route 183. Based on all recovered footage, February 23rd, 1999 seems to be the last time any new material was created by the original home group. So let's watch Stages, which is the last one we have right now. Classified material. Material property of the Home Xenobiology Research Group. Top secret clearance required for access. Observed stages of the Starkill infestation as of February 23rd, 1999. Sustenance Hut, Stage 1. Starkill begins to absorb most available biomass to sustain itself for all subsequent stages. Intelligence accumulation, Stage 2. Starkill searches for and targets the most intelligent species available for assimilation. Stage 3, self-application. Starkill is able to form enough biomass to manufacture novel entities from itself using biomass structural hubs. These hubs include altars, which produce smaller Starkill lifeforms, and temples, which produce larger lifeforms. Oh no! A fourth stage has been hypothesized based on critical mass calculations. It is unknown what will occur once the Starkill network reaches critical mass. However, the network is predicted to grow to the following size within the year based on currently available data. Oh, that's not good. Okay, wow, y'all just seen my entire, y'all just seen my entire algorithm. Okay, let me see if there's any more. Let me see, okay, let me go into the about. In the year 1999, a corpse descends from the cosmos right into your backyard. Okay, channels, community, playlists, videos. Let me just make sure I haven't missed anything. Okay, so what did everyone think? We don't have the whole story yet, but we have enough to know that Long Pine is dead. We know that we have enough to know that Long Pine is fucking dead. And that home probably exists, but secretly. But secretly. Okay, hold up. It's me. Hi, it's me. I come to you with a tape called Midwest Angelica. I come to you with a tape called Midwest Angelica. But, I enjoyed that, actually. I'm not sure if I like the Christian cult angle to Azazel. Though, to be fair, I do like the fact that it's to Azazel and not the usual choices. I like that it's to Azazel and not like any of the other choices they could have gone with. Although a lot of people are making better choices of demons for their horror. Long time will it gone by. Bye 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 bye. But yeah, Long Pine is dead. Long Pine is fucking dead. What probably happened was Angelica, well, not Angelica, Starkill. I just want to call her Angelica because, you know, she slayed. Angelica was slaying. She ate and left no crumbs. I want to be Midwest Angelica. Who doesn't? But, I'm not sure if I like the Christian cult angle. That definitely feels like something that's being a little too touched upon as of late. In the Mandela catalog, particularly. Because Mandela catalog definitely went in on being semi-religious horror. Though I like the Mandela catalog. Like, I like what I watched it. I don't think I finished season 3 yet. I need to watch season 4 as well. But comparatively, I want to see where this goes, because, like I said, we have Act 1, and so there's probably more. Like, let's see here. The last video was stages from a month ago, so they'll probably do something within, if not this year, then at least next year. And Nick did turn some attention on this, so all these view counts are about to skyrocket. Just from Nick showing people, and then those people are gonna show people. And then I'm going to show people. And if I was famous, I'd show this to other people as well. It's like, oh, hey, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Let's go watch Midwest Angelica. Ooh, what's that? Plus, I want to know about all the people in Bulletin. Because, like, there's definitely more stories in here. Just like in this, in the first act alone. And plus, we don't know what the actual movie is about. Like,
in the year 1999, a corpse descends from the cosmos, right into your backyard. The ultimate in science fiction. An alien thriller. A threat unlike any other. This is the Midwest Angelica.
because here's the thing, everything happened in 1999. Because we knew it was going to happen in 1999. That's what Home was about. That was Home covered that we discovered it in space. So this was recorded in October to January of 1992. So this is a sci-fi horror film, probably, that depicted the falling of Starkill. Like a fictionalized, like, horror film, like, oh, there's something going to fall on Earth. Why not make a horror film about? Because that's what people do. And Midwest Angelica is what the entire series is named after, even though the creature itself is named Starkill. So there's more story here, especially dealing with this movie. Especially dealing with Midwest Angelica itself. But also, this is probably like my favorite video of the entire series. It just sets the tone so good. It just sets the tone so good. Okay, I want to show Gemini Home Entertainment, but I don't think I have the time. I don't think I have the time. And I'm also not prepared for playing FF14. Oh well, I am. I could just hook my thing in the back. Up in the back, Cadillac, midnight train. I don't know what I'm saying. What to do? I could read more creepypasta. I could. Let's see here. Because I don't think I have enough time to show all of Gemini Home Entertainment. And I really just wanted to show Midwest Angelica. I wanted that to be the showpiece of tonight. Like I said, we don't have all of it, so we can't have the complete story and then like a complete analysis. But Nick has probably also covered it, and Nick has probably covered it way better than I could. Like, I could probably like... Plus, I need probably like a few more watch throughs to like talk about it completely. Which I might do, because like, it's short right now. But that was definitely enjoyable. It definitely feels like a nice take on the Alien story. Again, like, I don't want to be like it's played out, but like Gemini Home Entertainment is also about alien life forms. It kind of feels like alien life forms are the thing for analog horror right now. Or well, in general. I do like Midwest Angelica though. It may be just because I haven't ingested enough analog horror to say this feels new. Like, I just recently finished Gemini, like, in the summer. Like, I just binged Gemini. And I do like Gemini, and I enjoy this. This has really good tone setting and atmosphere. I kind of wish the voices were louder in the parts that we don't have subtitles. And that's a thing as well. I really want there to be subtitles for all of these, because, oh boy, can you miss stuff if you're not listening. Or if you have horrible hearing. Or if you're like me and you have just one earbud in because you want to be available. And if I have two earbuds in, I'm just gone. Okay, which one would you guys rather have me do? Read creepypasta or play Final Fantasy XIV? Actually, I'll just read creepypasta. I'd rather keep it in the mood. I can play Final Fantasy XIV on my own time. Is there any creepypasta suggestions anyone has? Actually, no, wait. Since we're talking about town disappearances, and I already read about the disappearance of Ashley, Kansas. Oh. I can't find it, which is not surprising, since everyone accused the sweeping of copying Ashley, Kansas. Though to be fair, it only copied like the first half. Its entire second half is more original. Is this it? Yeah. I'll be honest, I think I may like the sweeping more than Ashley, Kansas. Oh wait, how long is this? Oh wait, is this a series now? I'm not getting invested if it's a series. Okay. Okay, it's not a series. They just put all their creepypastas together. To Ashley, to Kansas, yeah. I can't believe it's on Wattpad, but I'll deal. Oh, wait, like I said, I'll be real, it did copy the disappearance of Ashley, Kansas. And, like, Ashley, Kansas was somewhat popular, semi-popular. It's popular enough to have received copycats, basically. Like, even I want to write a town disappearance horror. Like, town disappearance is one of those things where it's like, oh my fucking god, how did that happen? Like, town disappearance is one of those things that are just delicious to read. Like, imagine the horror of an entire town disappearing. Just going off the map somehow. I think I may read this and then call it a night. It depends, it depends. I may have room for one more. So y'all can just chill out. It's like, if I wasn't reading, it's definitely a chill night. It's definitely been a chill second week of October. So, we are reading this. So if you want to follow along, I will pin the message. And until manually unpinned, the weather's been chill too. Yeah, it's finally not 80 degrees outside. Finally, the sun has finally ungripped the damn earth. Thank you, sun. Okay, okay, I just saw something on my Discord. My civilian Discord. But, I'll give you back while I go get water. Look at them. Oh, hold on. Interact.
I'm back. How's everyone enjoying the bats? They're kind of far away from. Oh no, there's one right next to the camera. Just a cutie. And we can see them all. I think most of these are flying foxes with some hories mixed in. Whatever. This is the bat conservatory in the UK, I believe. So most of these will be bats native to the UK and Europe in general. And they're also adorable. But remember, bats are not pets. They cannot survive without a society. They are not meant to be captured. Bats live 25 years normally in the wild. They tend to live 1 year if in captivity as a pet. You know the point I'm making here. Unless you're a rehabilitator, do not put bats in your home. I will come find you and end you. Are we clear? I do not put political messaging in my streams except for when I take care of bats and people I love. Okay, but is everyone ready? Everyone nice and comfy for another creepypasta? Okay, hold up. I need the spooky music. I also need to change spooky. Oh, that's not the spooky. This is this. I mean, not spooky, reedy. I need to change to reedy. Ooh, I'm going to watch that later.
Welcome back to the...
No. Listen, I'm on a Halloween DIY kick because my best friends are goths. My best friends are goths. And so Halloween time is furniture and decor, home decor time for them. So I'm very much like, oh, time to make them some stuff. I need to craft something physically. I think I'm going to explode if I don't. Okay, where is the spooky lo-fi? Spooky, scary skeletons. The main thing with Halloween music is that it's never actually Halloween music. It's like, it's never spooky. It's always da 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 da, and like a very very silly xylophone, which I don't mind. I'm in the mood for that music as well, but I need like dramatic creepy, not cute creepy. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to go find the Dracula castle. Hold up. Can you show me Dark Mystery Cast? Oh, hold on. Spooky Town Ambience. There we go. I should know what I should use by now, shouldn't I?
That's a bit loud for me. Oh, that's a bit loud for you guys. There we go. Now, for the sweeping. The sweeping by JD2001Z. Lovely pen name. Like I said, this is supposedly a ripoff of The Disappearance of Ashley, Kansas. But to be fair, I still like it even if it's a ripoff. I mean, have you seen sci-fi movies? They're just ripping off each other. Let's just read. The town of Wheatley, Nebraska used to be a lively place, although its population number just shot... Hold up. Okay, just making sure I wasn't muted. I'm never too sure. The town of Wheatley, Nebraska used to be a pretty lively place, though its population number just shy of 500. It thrived off the tenacious, community-oriented attitude of its residents. Sweeping Golden Plains grew a variety of crops that helped feed neighboring states. Every year, the Wheatley County Fair drew people from miles around to enjoy its rural attractions, fresh produce, and top-quality livestock. Today, it's very well stocked. 2 silos are dedicated to holding water reserves, while a backup power supply is available. Wheatley's Town Hall now has 3 generators. Should reserve systems fail in case of an extreme emergency. Sometime during the mid-1980s, the town's mayor at the time ordered a huge underground basement to be built. The basement has enough room for 1,500 people. A 6-month food supply, gasoline, its own 2 generators, medical kits, communication systems. Essentially, it's a fallout shelter on steroids. In addition to the subterranean chamber, Wheatley's police force was doubled. Their analog emergency communication systems were overhauled in favor of state-of-the-art computer-monitored alternatives, and its only church was torn down in an effort simply labeled the Cloud Project. Its name comes from a catastrophic and tragic series of events between May 14, 1968 to June 2, 1969. This time has no official name. A handful of residents who lived through it refer to the period as the Sweeping, or the Great Blackout. On the morning of May 14th at approximately 8:15 a.m., a series of thick gray clouds covered the skies of Wheatley. This didn't arouse suspicion among the townsfolk, as May was the rainiest month of the year. In fact, farmers greatly appreciated the season, as the rain was beneficial to their fields. When 1 week passed, the clouds remained. Light gray overcast skies became dark with ominously asphalt-colored thunderclouds. The local weather station had predicted a series of heavy thunderstorms for that week, but never rained. By the time June began, Wheatley's City Council became worried. The clouds had not moved an inch, continuing to linger above the cloud. Why did I say lingering above the clown? That's a different story. By the time June began, Wheatley City Council became worried. The clouds had not moved an inch, continuing to linger above the town like a beast around its prey. With each passing day, less and less sunlight permeated the ever-thickening clouds. The days became shorter, causing the temperature to drop to a high of 55 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 20. As the year went on and the sun shone for shorter stretches, the clouds grew so thick that it became impossible to discern night from day. Since citizens were ordered to stay in their homes until more information was gathered about the conditions, and floodlights were placed over the fields in patches and 12-hour cycles to keep their goods preserved. A few days after pitch black conditions settled in, all the town's clocks began to go in reverse. It was the townspeople believed that time progressed as it normally would, but the numbers kept turning back. Both analog and digital clocks progressed. Every device equipped with a time teller followed suit. The temperature sounds like a dream, honestly. Right. Right. I die in heat. I become useless in hot weather. I want to remove my skin nowadays. It gets so hot. I just want to become a nervous system. Well, not a nervous system. I just want to become bones. I just want to be a skeleton during summer. And just slog back into my skin and organs during the winter. At this point, the time frame for the weather blackout became unclear. Opinions vary on how long after the clock reversal this occurred, but the police didn't make temporary contact with law enforcement from the neighboring town of Langford. Transcript courtesy of the Wheatley Police Department. Langford Police Department, Sheriff speaking. Hey Tom, it's Ginsey. Hey there, Bill. What can I do for ya? Well, you know any folks who have come by this way? To Wheatley? Can't say I do. I reckon the rain's been... No, it hasn't been anything. There hasn't been rain all week. It was on our forecast a month ago and never came. Hold on. That wasn't it, was it? Oh. Shit, was that all of it? Oh, here we go, here we go. Hold on, it ended weirdly for some reason. Wattpad doesn't like me. No, it hasn't been anything. There hasn't been any rain all week. It was in our forecast over a month ago and never came. You talking about those thunderstorms that swept through back in May? Yes, those. Instead of raining like normal, these big old thunderclouds just came along and just stayed there. Now you can't tell day from night because it's so dark. I think that's where I get this. All the clocks started reversing on their own. At the warmest, it's about 50 degrees outside. How long has it been that cold? Since May, when the clouds came. It stayed the exact same temperature until now, in June. I have the forecast records right here. Bill! What? It's November. That storm happened 6 months ago. There's no way. What the hell's going on, Sheriff? Loud, bassy signature breaks connection. Is that you? You heard that too? I thought that came from your end. I'm sending over some of my boys to check things out. You stay safe. I'll try. According to records from the LPD, 2 squad cars containing 2 deputies each departed from the station at 2:16 p.m. on November 17th. One of the cars returned to Langford Station at 3:02 that afternoon and reported what they saw. The officers, who declined to comment on their experience to the media, filed a report to the sheriff that detailed what happened just outside Wheatley's border. Upon approaching Wheatley, the policemen did not see the town at all. A gargantuan choking void surrounded the town, leaving nothing more to the eye than the welcome sign that stood right outside of where the clouded abyss began. Parking outside of the wall, the deputies made a plan and returned it to their respective cars. One squad vehicle stayed behind while the other went in. If they received no radio signal within 10 minutes from the other car, then they knew this anomaly was dangerous. 52 minutes and 10 radio calls later, the remaining officers were certain their colleagues were swallowed up by the ethereal storm cloud. Upon discovering this, the LPD attempted to contact Wheatley in vain. The communication systems were now out, taken down by the malignant force of nature. In Wheatley, a particularly brave son of a farmer was among the first to discover the communication blackout. With the consent of his father, he took the controls of his family crop dusting plane and flew it into the air to see how far the condition stretched. The boy was fully trained and remarkably skilled pilot in the Air Force. He knew this plane didn't go very high, but he was certain he could fly above the skyline. He did this successfully. Neither the plane nor him were ever seen again. When the mayor learned of this, he declared a state of emergency for the town of Wheatley and enforced martial law. 2 of the police department's 5 officers patrolled the streets, armed with assault rifles to ensure no one left their homes. Thanksgiving and Christmas passed without celebration. None of Wheatley's residents could obtain the sources to prepare any of the typical festivities in this time of adversity, causing holidays to be overlooked in favor of survival. Families became entirely self-sufficient, putting together the resources they had to stay warm and well-fed as the blackness lingered above. But what was estimated to be early January, the only aspect of community life left was the church. Every 5 floodlight cycles, law enforcement, via the town's loudspeaker system, would permit access to St. Luke's United Church of Christ, the only center of worship for miles around. Services held at the church caused those who attended to become very tight-knit. In the midst of such misanthropy, the congregation, minister, and sanctuary itself provided a reprieve for many who suffered during the bitter winter months. Temperatures now range from a high of 5 degrees to a low of -15. During their routine patrols, the Nebraskan police officers nearly caught frostbite from the biting cold. Around this time, flakes of black ash began to fall from the sky. The scraps of material had the consistency of wax paper, but the reflective properties of polished obsidian. The farmer, whose son had mysteriously disappeared with his plane, was still regularly tending to the livestock that lived in his shed. Not long after the material began to fall, the man noticed a change in his animals while going out to feed them. They were covered in the unknown substance, the black specks. Ew, why can't I talk anymore? The black specks sticking to their skin like pestilential stickers. Unfortunately, he could not notify anyone before the effects of the precipitation became horrifyingly apparent. The animal charged him in a carnivorous rage, eating his flesh as he frantically cried for help. His wife, disturbed from her slumber by the sounds of the attack, went out to investigate. By the time the livestock had set themselves upon her, the 2 officers on duty had heard the commotion in the dead silence. When the deputies got out of their car to investigate, the husband and wife rose from the ground, albeit they were different. Just like their livestock, jagged scraps of the black dust had engraved themselves into the skin of the couple. The compulsion to eat flesh raged within them, causing the 2 to charge at the officers in a ravenous frenzy. Luckily, the lawman's munitions proved superior, allowing the 2 to contain the infection and bulldoze the town of the contaminated livestock. All that remained of the carnage were 2 sheep, somehow unaffected by the malignant properties of the hazardous ash. They were given to the church where they cared for by its preacher. Just a normal night. Just another Saturday night. What's Saturday without a little cannibalism, without some rage-induced livestock, without some mad cow disease? You know what it's not? It's not Saturday. It's not Saturday. Although you can always see where this is going. Church, preacher, sheep, the lambs. Lamb chop is about to be introduced. That's what's happening. This is the dark version of the lamb chop introduction. No, I'm kidding. As you can tell, creepypasta writers are not subtle. Not in the previous day and age. While the flesh-eating side effects of the ash were prevented from bringing Wheatley to its knees, another major problem arose. It had completely withered the fields, effectively destroying one of the town's main food sources. Portions of the black sediment had also made their way into Wheatley's water supply, the faucets of families across the town running black with thick, dirty liquid. Knowing that the ash could only affect the body if exposed to skin, the town lifted the state of emergency in light of the need for clean water and non-perishable food. Only being permitted to gather supplies if they were covered from head to toe, the townspeople headed to St. Luke's in mass. There the church was freely donating bottles of water and cans of food. For their members, the preacher provided blank, white face masks to keep them safe from the damaging properties of the poisonous downpour. With the state of emergency lifted, the church held its services with a greater deal of frequency. The floodlights had been shut down after the destruction of the crops, leaving no definitive way to keep track of time. The preacher at St. Luke's took this as a sign that when all order leaves the earth, the kingdom of heaven will soon open its doors. Through his Spitfire sermons and outre service prayers, he converted the innocuous, unassuming churchgoers into something of a cult. After this, the church went through a series of changes. Their members smeared red crosses on the foreheads of their white masks, using the blood from one of the sheep. A banner of cloth was also hung above the door that read this: "The blood of Jesus Christ." Hold on. Yum yum yum. Sorry, I had to get some water. The blood of Jesus Christ, his Son, cleanseth us all from sin. Oh, hold on. I fucked that up. Stretch. Okay. Everyone else stretch. If you need to, I'm not gonna force you to. I know some of you have streamed today. You've probably already been stretched out. Or you just want to be a clump in a ball on the bed, which is totally understandable. I was a clump earlier. I had my usual clumping earlier. My daily clumping has been finished, though I will clump more. Let me get this right. The blood of Jesus Christ, his Son, cleanseth us all. I might have dyslexia. Blood of Jesus Christ, his Son, cleanseth us from all sin. John 1:7. Most notably, the church changed its very name. Reincarnated, the small white chapel in the middle of Wheatley became known as the United Temple of the Lamb. Soon afterward, the members announced that attending the regular service was a prerequisite to receiving crucial supplies. Due to the dire nature of the town's predicament, the 40% that were non-members did not protest to the required worship. Though the ash still fell from the sky like snow, the newcomers noticed that the members never once removed their masks, even when safely inside. The services, as described by some of the sweeping survivors, were shocking and at some points creepy. As promised, they received their supplies afterward. Over the speakers, the church made an announcement following a brief period of absence. After 2 services of providing goods to non-members, the preacher and those who worked for the church vowed to go from house to house and give only to the members of the church. In order to prove their affiliation with the church, the member had to fly a banner with a pro-Christian message. Some of the banners read patriotic adages like, "For God and country." Others bore religious phrases such as, "Wash in the blood of the Lamb and you shall be purified of your sins." One non-member put up a banner in hopes that he would be gracious enough to spare him something. When he answered the door, however, the preacher saw that the young man before him was not wearing a mask that all members wore. He was shot in the head without hesitation. The preacher and his assistant dragging his body to the church before continuing their supply run. The man they shot was an example to all. No one attempted to receive supplies, and no one was fed or given water. The police were powerless, as the church's numbers now outweighed theirs. So commenced the death of Wheatley. After most of the town was starved out over the course of what had been estimated to be months, there remained 40 citizens, excluding those who were members of the United Temple. Segments of the church's last sermon were recorded by the preacher, who seemed to believe his word was one of prophecy. Transcript courtesy of the town of Wheatley. Oh god, literally. Sorry, I need water for this unholy thing I'm about to do. I don't even like being the voice of cults of Christianity. I gave my best televangelist going on. Hold on. The time has come upon us. Death falls from the dark sky, and daylight has vanished from the earth. So it is foretold in the rapture, and so it happens in our own town of Wheatley. The second coming is near. Christ, the Lord, our Savior, will part the black skies and vanquish the shadows. All moral filth and debauchery will be eliminated by his command, and we will ascend into his mighty kingdom. Amen! It has been said before, friends. No one goes to the Father except through him, and through him we shall go. Only the righteous and pure at heart will ascend. However, when this town is bathed in sin, do you not tire of the alcoholics, the drug users, the prostitutes, the thugs? Miscreants come in many forms, and I have a proud heart to say that it is this church that anointed the soil and cleared the path for the Lamb of God. Though we have washed our hands of much of the filth, there are still unclean ones in our midst. Sadly. 40 of the unholy swine remain. Oh yes, it indeed is a shame that shall be extinguished by us. Yes, we shall cleanse Wheatley, so that the Lord may look upon us. It is why we wear the mask, for the light of Zion is too pure for a mortal man's bare face. When we are lifted into the heavens, we will bask in his light for all of eternity. After bathing in the blood of the Holy Lamb once more, it will be time to arm ourselves with the weapons we have in the basement and purge the unworthy heretics. Purge the heretics, purge the heretics, purge the heretics. In transcript. After their final service, the church did take up arms against the remainder of Wheatley's population. All the United Temple of the Lamb's 50 members, including its priest, marched on the town aimed with shotguns, assault rifles, handguns, and 1 can of gasoline. Their first order of business was setting fire to the remnants of the fields, dousing the cracked soil with gas, and watching it blaze with the dream of holy salvation. When the police responded to the act of grand arson, they were hopelessly torn apart. 10 officers, including the sheriff, were eliminated in less than 10 minutes in a gunfight with the church members. With the only presence of civil authority gone, one of the church members took the liberty of playing America the Beautiful over Wheatley's speaker system, allowing the music act as a twisted backdrop to their planned massacre. America, America, God shed his grace on thee. You know, I'm not gonna sing that. House by house, the church began forcing residents from their homes. Instead of wasting their ammunition, the members chucked who they could into the nearby blaze. Some fell and perished in the flames right away, while others ran out into the street in vain hope of being rescued from their blistering torment. Certain citizens were fortunate enough to escape the clutches of the sadistic clergy before being thrown into the inferno, running to their cars in an effort to escape the nightmare that Wheatley had become. Those who were lucky, as it happens, were gunned down. Those who were this lucky, as it happens, were gunned down with extreme prejudice. Smoke from the fields met ash from the falling clouds, creating a thick black fog to further escalate the bellicose atmosphere. Far away from the wrath of the United Temple, 10 residents saw the carnage play out from a distance. As a group, they convened on a plan of escape together. Together, they formed a barricade formation of vehicles. They came to the conclusion that being swallowed whole by the thick black morass would be better than perishing at the hands of a bloodthirsty extremist sect of Christians. As it should be. Revving their engines as fast as they go, the band of townspeople ran over the religious zealots, killing 10 and seriously injuring another 5. The bodies of the church made a distinct crunching sound when they were passed over, causing the other members to reciprocate gunfire at the passing vehicles. The Grey Wall approached, and as the first car passed through the border, it came out on the other side. By some miracle, the line between reality and the alien, unknown physics of the gray clouds were erased, and the outside world was accessible once again. The drivers internally thanked fate as they sped toward Langford to inform the police of the new breakthrough. Through the speakers, the patriotic jingle continued to play as the church slaughtered the last of those who had not escaped Wheatley's borders. Once the Langford Police Department knew of the situation in their neighboring town, they prepared a major assault on the church's forces. Calling in reinforcements from around the area, a battalion of 55 right-gear outfitted officers was amassed to combat the members of the United Temple of the Lamb. Arriving through the thick plume of gray mist that still surrounded the town, they entered into hell on earth. Fields burned under a crumbling, evanescent sky as armed militants fired at them with everything they had. Guns blazed, and both sides suffered heavy casualties, yet the ash continued to fall. When the gun smoke cleared at last, the church was eliminated. The LPD, with 43 of its officers left, retreated back to Langford to notify the government of the situation. Towards the end of May, the clouds began to part over the small settlement. To this day, no scientist has been able to explain the weather patterns that persisted over the town of Wheatley, Nebraska. On June 2nd, 1969, at 11:15 a.m., the last of the black substance fell on the town. A media frenzy was halted by President Nixon in the form of a total media blackout. Any information that was released about the events in Wheatley could be traced back to its whistleblower, who would then be disposed of by one of a few unseen government agencies. The CIA collected samples of the substance and submitted it to laboratories all across the country. It is later revealed that the substance did not match anything that was or is in the periodic table of elements. Life eventually came back to Wheatley. 5 of the 10 original survivors moved back and began to help rebuild the damage done by both the church and the catastrophic weather movement. Everything is almost back to normal. The town now has a population of 448. Its crop fields have been flourishing for years, and the weather has been nothing out of the ordinary ever since what some still call the Great Blackout. If you visit in May, you'll find black flags draped in the town's main square. At the edge of the fields that At the edge of the fields that line Wheatley's entrance, little signs read, "Remember the sweeping." And that was the sweeping. To be fair, to be totally fair, like I said, it is technically... Oh, please don't. Okay. As I said, technically, it is somewhat of a ripoff of Ashley, Kansas. To Ashley, to Kansas, as whatever said. But, I actually enjoy this just as much, if not more, sometimes than Ashley, Kansas. Because, unpin. Because it has a more human element. Well, yes, the weather phenomenon is horror in of itself, and it caused the horror. The more the horror is just watching as the human element fucks everything up. The more interesting part is watching the human element fuck everything up. So, like, that's why I consider the two stories different enough to not be like, oh, Ashley is, the sweeping is copying Ashley. Like, the writer was inspired, but it's not an outright copy. Like, yeah, it has a similar setup, but the differences are striking. Like, yeah, it ends in fire, but what happened in Ashley was a total evisceration of the town. Wheatley managed to survive a little. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of survival. Yeah, and there was fire in both, but the arson was caused by the church members and the sweeping, and the fire was just a phenomena in Ashley. So, like, I enjoy the sweeping mostly for the for horror that causes human horror, basically. Like, horror will cause more horror. Tragedy will domino, basically. In Ashley, it was just a continuing of unnatural tragedies. In the sweeping, the writing is good because it's an unnatural tragedy followed by human hand tragedy. And that's kind of like, and that's enough of a difference for me where I'm like, it's not a total, just outright ripoff. And that's why I like Ashley. I mean, why I like the sweeping just as much as Ashley. So, like, yeah. If you, like, compare the two, there's probably, like, even more, but I feel like there's enough differences in the style and the, execution of the stories. Well, not the execution. The execution is nearly the same. There is total, there is, like, total copying in the execution. I will admit that. Stories are different enough to where I'm just like, they're inspired. The sweeping was inspired, and it's good to be inspired. Nothing is original. Nothing is original in this world. You just gotta take what you like, what you enjoy, and write it. Because I'm gonna be 100% honest. In terms of writing, my current novel, the characters are very inspired by Kahlua and Gon from Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter. I want to say the X. But But my main characters in Last Boys are very inspired by Kahlua and Gon. And I'm not afraid to admit that. But they have become their own characters. Like the moment I started writing, they were not Kahlua and Gon. They were my characters, because I kind of took the more fandom version of Kahlua and Gon, and then I ended up making them more like their own characters. Like, I took these very sort of flanderized versions and transformed them into their own characters. Because you know what happens when a character gets into a fandom. You know what happens when a fandom gets their hands on a character. That character is not that character anymore. That character is one singular trait sometimes. That character becomes one singular trait. And that is sometimes a problem, but like, and not always the same trait the author wants to focus on. Yeah. And sometimes the series does it itself, like, the last season of Roseanne was very, famous for this, though, to be fair, the last season of Roseanne was basically a dream sequence. But, it even says in the TBT tropes of Roseanne that, characters like, oh my god, Jackie. Jackie just became more and more crazy as seasons went on. She became more and more of a nut job. Even though she was rather stable in most seasons. And you see that sometimes when the creators decide to just up a trait and make that character only that trait. But yeah, the fandom, like I don't want to bring up Andrew Hussey because he's been having, issues. I've heard he's been accused of some things as of late. I don't remember what those things are. But let's be fair, Andrew Hussey, with how he interacted with the fandom, he was probably not actually that nice of a person. Like, with how he treated the fandom, he was probably... I don't want to say that, because, like, I don't remember what he was accused of recently. But with how he interacted with the fandom, he was... I mean, it's fair to poke at your fandom a bit. I think he may have went too full force sometimes. Oh. Like, you don't want to poke your fandom. I mean, there's poking your fandom, and then there's throwing your fandom into the river, which is what he did, honestly. But he made fun of how the Homestuck fandom interpreted certain characters, and made those interpretations into their own characters. Like, that's what he did with interpretations of Nepeta, and, oh, I forgot Horse Dude's name. But those two characters had the fandom interpretations turn into entirely separate characters. Aqueous, yes. And welcome, Anise. Welcome. Yes, Aqueous. I thought it was Aqueous, but I was not 100% sure. You came in just at the end of stream, unless you've been lurking, then that's okay. And, like, I just summoned you through Homestuck, because let's be fair, we all have Homestuck trauma. If you're a millennial, you have the Homestuck trauma. I never picked up... Actually just came in as some of my Homestuck though. Yeah, that's how it is. You talk about the trauma, and that summons other people. I never picked it up back after, I think I read a few chapters after the Mega Pause ended, or the Omega Pause. I'm not sure which pause it was. It was the menopause of the series, the the about to not become profitable anymore pause. The end of life pause. Because I think I don't remember which one, it was the mega pause or the omega pause, made a lot of people quit. Made a lot of people quit. There were a lot of people going back and rereading it and kind of singing the praises of Homestuck. But yeah, I don't want to go back and reread that. Homestuck's bigger than the Bible. I don't remember myself. I think I stopped after the three-year one. I think I read like 1 or 2 after that. But I think like the megapause and just the fandom in general killed me. But shout out to Anise. Did I misspell it? Oh, hold on. Oh, I used an exclamation point instead of Were you just streaming? Did you come back from stream? Or were you just chilling? How are you? Did I spell that right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, okay, it redirected me to your page. Oh no, hold on. Don't you hate it when Twitch autoplays something and you're listening to something else in the background? And then you're just wondering, where the hell is this music coming from? And it's like, oh, that's where the music is coming from. Yes, right? But LL actually the worst. Yeah, like I've been like doing I've been watching other streams and I'm like, where's this? I've been like either watching YouTube or I've been watching other streams and I'm like, where's this music coming from? And I'm like, oh, I have a Twitch open and I'm on something. Usually it's my own page though, and like I have like 15 whole ass minutes of opening. I like have 10 minutes of opening music, so I'm fine. I catch myself before I start talking. Whence comes my torment. But since I'm sleepy and we've done a lot this week, it's been a nice first week of October. Let's go. I should have played on Thursday though. I feel like I should have played games on Thursday. I'll be real. Yes, I have played let's see here. On Thursday I played Friday I played Lorraine and A Mortician's Tale. I'm not 100% in love with Mortician's Tale. I like it, but I don't think it's streaming like it. Well, I always start it, so I gotta finish it. And I was more excited for Lorraine. And we read creepypastas already last Sunday. Funny enough, I haven't played Mortician yet. I know one of the VAs. Ah, nice. You should play it. And I played Yuppie Psycho on Saturday, which I loved. I love Yuppie Psycho. It's so much fun. It's so much camp. Let's see here. Who do we have? We have Pally, Ralphie, Kiro, Let's see, Shideru is playing Parasocial. Then is playing Valorant. We're not... If you're not playing horror, I am not rating you. I'm sorry. It's spooky month. Well, no, it doesn't have to be horror. It just has to be horror adjacent. Let's, Oh, let's see if there should be someone playing PT. I mean, it's not... It's rare, but it's not impossible. Oh, wait. Is it Silent Hill PT or is it just PT? Because there's no one playing PT, strangely. Yeah, no one's playing PT right now, strangely. It's kind of hard to find a functional copy of PT. I think as long as your PS4 has it, or was it on the PS3 or the PS4? Because it's just a digital copy, I think. I've seen, Hero was playing it yesterday. And here's the thing, it's likely possible that someone... I mean, it's likely possible you can stream it if you have a not so, if your PS4 is a little funny-wunny. Wink. If your gaming console is a little funny-wunny. Yeah, someone has probably put up a Silent Hill PT up on the internet. You can probably play it with a funny PS4 or... Is it for the PS4 or PS3? I do not remember. PlayStation 4, okay. Wow, the PlayStation 4 has nearly a 10-year life. Oh my god. Actually, it's probably even longer, huh? When did the PlayStation 4 come out? Oh, the PlayStation 4 is about to hit its 10-year lifespan. Oh my god. Not to mention, the PS4's probably gonna live until the PlayStation 6 comes out. Now that's a horror right there. Having to buy a PlayStation 6. But yeah, there's probably people with it who got it already. And then there's probably people with the funny-wunny PS4s who got it. To be fair, I don't judge anyone with a funny PS4 because I have a funny 3DS. And it plays GBA games, it plays DS games, it plays 3DS games, it would probably play SNES games if I stopped being lazy. I kind of want to stream on my 3DS, but I'm not sure how I'd do that. But, yeah. Yes, but can I play Elden Ring? Well, maybe if they make, like, a 3DS remake, maybe. I'd be interested in a 3DSD make of Elden Ring. I mean, if they made the 3DS play Xenoblade, though that's the new 3DS, not the old one. I have an old 3DS. Oh my god, what was I doing? Okay, I think I would raid Shia, but I think Shia is about to go off. Because he usually doesn't stream that far past, Yeah, he's actually closing right now. Yeah, Shia is ending stream. Which, to be fair, he started it earlier than I did. No, stop. We could join the horror that is Tiefling Melissa's ongoing subathon. But, let's see here. It is October. Why aren't half the people I'm watching playing horror? We're going to raid Kiro again. Raid Kiro style TV. I need to make sure I'm spelling it right. Cause I don't want to be raiding some random stranger's chat. Okay, Kiro style is in a nice, handsome. I think he's martial artist. I think he's a martial artist with a frog mascot. Anyway, I like how he looks, not gonna lie. The thirst is real. I'm parched. I'm a desert. I want to be Uki Violetta. I just don't have the popularity to do so. I want to have a hair of literally every single male VTuber. But see you guys later. Farewell. I'll be back on Wednesday. And may your fates have been changed. Good night.